Hello, everybody. Welcome to FTB Sports, the first watch along of the season. Yes, the Premier League is back. Finally, we've been waiting so long for this, and we're treated to the game today of Crystal Palace versus Arsenal to kick off this new season. So what we're going to do is first, we're half an hour away from kickoff. So we're going to go through the confirmed teams. Crystal Palace have Guaita, Klein, Anderson, Gay, Mitchell, Schlupp, Decore, Ayew, Eze, Zaha, and Edouard. Arsenal starting lineup, starting strong. Ramsdale, Ben White, Slaby, Dos Santos, Saka, Partey, Xhaka, Zinchenko, Odegaard, Jesus, Martinelli. They are the confirmed starting lineups for the games. The substitutions for Crystal Palace is Ward, Milivojevic, Mateta, Hughes, Johnston, Ebowie, Richards, Reedwald, and Plang. And Arsenal substitutes today are Tierney, Nketiah, Holding, Soares, Pepe, Lokonga, Nelson, Elneny, and Turner. Your match official is Anthony Taylor. I just want to say hello to a few people. Hello, Matthew. How are you today, mate? I am doing well, thank you. And Gemma, hello. How are you? Enjoying your time over in America? I hope. On your busy day. So, we are, 25 minutes away from kickoff. It's going to be an interesting season this season. It's going to be really interesting. Very, very interesting. Arsenal are putting out a very strong side. You know, it's the first game of the season, so they're going to want to, aren't they? Their new signing, Jesus, looks like he's ready, fired up for the game. Obviously, I'm just listening to the guys talk. Yes, come on, Palace. Come on, Palace. That's what we want. That is what we want. We want to see Palace dominate this game. Palace win this game. But I won't mind Jesus scoring. Fantasy League has started. And talking of the Fantasy League, ladies and gentlemen, please do join the Manchester United Agenda Fantasy League as well. There is the code for the Fantasy Premier League. It is 1CZLY1. You have time to get a team sorted before this game kicks off. There's over 100 people in this league, and also you could win a trophy. You will win a trophy that has been sourced by Mr. B over on that channel. You'll get your name engraved and it will be delivered out to you. And also, anybody that is on the FTB show or the Man United Agenda to present or just joins the panel is also in peril, because the player whose team finishes the lowest down in the table will be doing a forfeit. Yes, a forfeit. It could be many, many things. I'm interested to see what it is, because it's going to be you, the viewers, that have the choice of what it's going to be. However, it does need to be within certain terms. It can't be anything illegal, of course. So that is the fantasy league over there. So, what are we hoping for? I mean, obviously, we're going to have Palace fans, we're going to have Arsenal fans, but we're going to have some neutrals. You know, it's the first game of the season. So, we're going to have some neutrals. Yes, Matthew, a forfeit. There will be a forfeit, a punishment, which is decided by you, the viewers. I think we're all looking forward. I think we all just want this to hurry up now, don't we? We all just want the game to kick off and the Premier League season to start again. So we have football again. It's going to be a very strange one this season. It's going to be a very, very strange one this season, simply because of the World Cup being in the middle of the season. Matthew hoping for a 3-0 Palace win. It'll be interesting to see what happens because neither team have put out a weak side at all. You know, it's the first game of the season, so you wouldn't expect them to. But, you know, like I said, Arsenal have got Odegaard, Jesus and Martinelli playing for them. Saka's in there as well. You know, they've kept strong with Ramsdale in the net. And then Palace have equally done as much. You know, they've got Guaita in net. We know how he was last season. It was very, very good for him last season. Zaha, obviously Palace's main man for them. You know, we all know what he can do. He weaves in and out of players all the time, and he can score some amazing solo goals. But they've got Eze back. Eze is playing as well. Eze is another player that people need to watch out for because I think he's going to be a really, really good player this season. I do like Eze, and obviously they've got Edward on the pitch as well. Out of the two, obviously Arsenal's bench probably looks the strongest at first glance as well. And if I have a look at some of the games, neither one of them really have been in low-scoring games recently, apart from Palace's 1-0 win at United back the 22nd of May last year. That were a 1-0 win. But, you know, Arsenal beat Seville 6-0, beat Orlando 3-1. You know, they've beat Everton 2-0, Nuremberg 5-3, Everton 5-1. So Arsenal scoring goals. And Palace have lost 3-1. They've lost 2-0. They've won 1-0. They've lost 3-2. So I'm hoping, as a neutral, there's going to be a lot of goals to talk about today as well. I've just seen something here. It's from Lewis Jones, is a QPR fan. I'm an Eze lover, he says. That's what he's saying. You know, he's looking forward to seeing Eze play today. I mean, if we look into the stats a little bit more as well, obviously we're just waiting for the match to actually start. Since October 2018, Arsenal have drew 2-2, lost 3-2, drew 2-2, drew 1-1, drew 0-0, won 3-1, drew 2-2, and lost 3-0. That's Arsenal's last 8 games against Crystal Palace. You know, so there's only really, 2 games out of the last 8 where it's been quite a low-scoring affair, which I think bodes very, very well for this game. Bodes very, very well for this game. Like I said, I hope we see lots and lots of goals today. If nobody's seen it as well, Patrick Vieira's come out. He spoke ahead of the Palace game today, saying that they have to improve and raise the bar even higher than they've ever done before this season. I like Patrick Vieira. I like what he's done. He's come in, you know, and he's changed Palace, which is great to see as well. And obviously Arteta is still at Arsenal. He's still there. So are we going to see the rise of Arsenal today. This is going to be the thing. I don't know. Arsenal tend to have a spell where they do really, really well, and then they start dropping off. This is the issue. Arsenal really need to get back into the top four. They need Champions League football, but they're going to be hunted down by a lot of teams. This season is going to be hard for every single team. We're going to be having Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United, all going for those 4 spots. And that's all there is 4 spots. Every club in the Premier League wants to join into the Champions League next season. That's what the aim is. I think a lot of people have already kind of come up with the fact that Manchester City and Liverpool are going to be battling it out. They've got Matt Lucas. Matt Lucas is talking on Sky Sports about this. Obviously, he's an Arsenal fan. He's promoting his fantasy football league. Not very far away now. 15 minutes. 15 minutes until the start of the new Premier League season. Obviously, that's something else we've got to look at as well this season. We've got a 5-sub rule this season, haven't we? So I wonder how that's going to change the games. We'll see. I think we'll see a little bit today. Michael Arteta has come out about the new signing, Gabriel Jesus, who's obviously starting in attack today. He's revealed he's been surprised by Jesus' swift adaptation to life at Arsenal since his move from Manchester City, and is harnessing the Brazilians' contagious mentality. Contagious mentality. That's interesting. Very interesting. How do we think Jesus is going to do? I think that's going to be interesting to see. Is he going to come? I mean, he's already started very well for him. He has started very well for him already. But is he going to start in the Premier League well for him? This is the difference. It's all well and good, isn't it? It's starting in friendlies, hitting the ground running in friendlies, but now it's competitive. Now they've got something to play for. So this is going to be interesting. Interesting fact as well. Well, I think it is. Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. This will be the 5th time in top flight history that this game has kicked off on a Friday night, with the home side winning on each of the previous 4 occasions. So this is the 5th time that the Premier League has kicked off on a Friday night, and the previous 4 times have all been won by the home team. If anybody in the chat can tell me who they are, who kicked off on Friday nights, and the teams that won, obviously the teams that were playing at home, who won, I'll give you a brownie point. I'll give you a brownie point. The players are out on the pitch warming up on the way back in. It's going to be interesting. I think this game's going to be a good game. We're going to see exactly what everybody's done. Teams have changed. Vieira. We're going to see what Vieira is going to be able to do now with Palace. We saw a bit of it last season, but we're definitely going to see what he's able to do this season. on the first day of the Premier League. Don't forget, guys, there's lots of football this weekend. We have got, obviously, Crystal Palace and Arsenal today. Tomorrow, I'll be live from 12 o'clock looking at the Fulham-Liverpool game. And then I'll be back live at 5 o'clock to watch Everton versus Chelsea. And then Super Sunday hits Manchester United versus Brighton. I'll be right here watching that. And then we've got West Ham versus Manchester City at 4:30. So it'll be a back-to-back watch-along. It will be a back-to-back watch-along. And make sure also you tune in on Monday. Tune in on Monday, and we'll be looking at all of the games that have been played over the weekend. We'll be analysing everything and talking about how well the first game of the season has gone for them and whether or not we think they'll be in trouble. So the teams have headed back into the dressing room. The teams have headed back into the dressing room. It's not long now. 10 minutes. 10 minutes until kickoff. As you can see, the lineups are scrolling across the bottom. But just to give you a reminder, Crystal Palace's starting 11: Guaita, Klein, Anderson, Gay, Mitchell, Doucouré, Schlupp, Eze, Ayew, Zaha, and Eduardo. Arsenal starting 11: Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Partey, Xhaka, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and Jesus. They're just waiting now for the teams to come out onto the pitch. Where do we think these teams are going to finish in the league this season? Where do we actually think these teams are going to finish in the league this season? I'm going to say Arsenal are going to get 4th. I don't think they're good enough to get 3rd. I think they'll manage just to scrape 4th. Palace. See, it's going to be a hard season. I think Palace will get about 8th or 9th for Palace this season, in my view. So again, the man in the middle, your referee for today's game, is Anthony Taylor. He has previously awarded 5 penalties to Arsenal in his last 13 games in charge. He also took charge of Arsenal's 2017 and 2020 FA Cup final, where obviously there were both wins for Arsenal, both 11th to 13th for Palace. I mean, maybe I'm pushing them up a little bit more than what, but I don't know. I think Patrick Vieira has the ability to get them up a little bit. Arsenal 6th. You don't think Arsenal make it into the top 4? I think Arsenal might break into the top 4, you know. 4th, the assistant referees, Gary Beswick and Adam Nunn. The VAR could be used today. The VAR is Darren England, and his assistant is James Main Waring, the VAR's assistant. Interesting. 2 games a week takes its toll on the Arsenal squad. True, it does. It will. But in comment to that, Where are Manchester United finishing this season? Because they're going to have 2 games a week. Palace need a goal scorer. They've got Wilfred Zaha. He's a goal scorer. You know? he's scored goals from. They have got goal scorers. I mean, Eze can score as well. We need to remember that. Eze can score and they can get goals from midfield. Like I said, it's not a weak team that they're putting out today. At all. It's not a weak team at all. Just got some more adverts now. I just can't wait for the season to start. I want it to go. You're expecting 6th to 8th for United. Oof. I mean, don't let some of the other guys hear you say that. It's top 4 or nothing, isn't it? This is a good question. Can Manchester United or Arsenal afford to not be in the Champions League next season? Can either team afford it? Because I don't think either one of them can. I really don't think either one of them can. Need a 15 to 20 goal a season striker. True. They do. But maybe what's his name? Edward. Maybe he's gonna be their 15 to 20 goal. No, probably not. Probably not. They've got Jordan Ayew. They've got Jordan Ayew. He can score. You're right, he's not a 15 to 20 goal striker, but he's still a good striker, I think. Crystal Palace took 14 points versus top 6 last season. Crystal Palace have lost 4 home games last season, 3 team. Arsenal lost 9 Premier League away games last season. And Palace drew 15 Premier League games last season, the most of any team. But that's all last season's stats. This is the new season. Man United can afford to miss out because it's early stages of a new rebuild. Arsenal, on the other hand, need to make top 4. True. But is it, if United don't get top 4, how much is that going to affect transfers? Because we're already seeing it affect transfers. We're already seeing it affect transfers. We're not very far away from kickoff. The noise. I mean, Gary Neville's talking and he's having to proper shout into the mic because the Palace fans are making so much noise. So much noise. It's packed. And it is packed. Palace holding up their little cardboard, coloured bits of cardboard. Or is it bits of plastic? I'm not sure what it is, but it's bits. It's some material. I'm going to say cardboard. And they've absolutely, you can't even see anybody in that stand now. It's just the colours of Palace in that stand, holding little bits of cardboard up like that above the heads. It's just packed end to end. The teams are about to come out. The teams are about to come out. This is where Man United have shown a level of improvement during this season in order to be able to sign players that they want. True, it is where they have to show that, but are they going to? You know, there's a lot of issues going off there, isn't there, at the minute? Okay, the teams are now coming out onto the field, and the noise got even louder. The noise is definitely. I've only got one earpiece in, and it is so loud. Obviously, one of the other hosts couldn't be with me today because he's actually at the ground. I'm going to see if he can get in at some point, either after the game or at half time. Give us a little feeling of what it's like there. We have 2 minutes, so I'm just going to quickly add this back into the stream before we go to watch the game. So the Man United agenda, the sister channel to this one, will be doing a fantasy league. Well, they are doing a fantasy league. If you want to get involved in it, there's over 100 people in it. There is a code for you. It's 1CZLY1. That's 1CZLY1. You could have a chance at winning a trophy that will get your name engraved on and will get it sent out to you. And not only that, you could also decide the fate of one of the panelists, because the panelist that finishes at the bottom will be receiving a punishment, a forfeit that is created by and chosen by you guys in the chat. It has to be obviously of legal. It has to be legal. It can't be anything illegal, obviously. We know that at all. But yes, get yourselves involved, guys. Again, the code is 1CZLY1. We're just going through the teams again here. Just going through the teams. I'll put the teams on the screen for you. Scrolling down at the bottom. This is the earliest ever start. I'm going to need a lot of water. Need a lot of water. And the players have done their handshakes. They are now getting into position. Just panning to Arteta, who's talking. And now it's gone to Patrick Vieira. The new season is about to get kicked off by Crystal Palace. The players take the knee. And it is off. The new season has kicked off. Palace playing little passes to start off with. Arsenal playing in pink. That's a good ball up top by Palace, but White sees the ball out for an Arsenal throw-in. He's going to take the throw-in for Arsenal as well. Palace have got it back. Zaha loses the ball though, and it's pushed forward and lost again. And Palace pick it up in their own half, playing it out wide. Just nice, calm passing at the moment by Palace. They're not rushing anything. Oh, that's a brilliant switch. That's brilliant. But the ball is out for a Palace throw-in. Oh, he's taking it very quickly there. But they've lost the ball from that throw-in. And Odegaard has picked it up and plays it back to the defence. Who's playing it out wide? It's Zinchenko now. Who's on it? He brings it forward a little bit and passes it back again. Xhaka. It's a good little ball there. Switches to play. Oh, lovely left by Odegaard. And now it's Arsenal on the attack at the edge of the box. Lovely left again, Odegaard. Is it Odegaard? No, that's Zinchenko. Martinelli tries to switch it. Intercepted. But it's still at the edge of the box. Arsenal still there at the edge of the box. Putting pressure on now, Arsenal. 2 minutes into the game and Arsenal are putting the pressure on. And it's gone off again. Tries to play it into the box, but well defended there by Palace, who are trying to get it clear. They played it back into their own box. Switching from one side to the other. Back to the goalkeeper, Greater, who's playing it out to the other side now. Gay chipped the little ball up, but only to an Arsenal defender, Zinchenko. Partey plays it to Jesus, who tries to do a little flick, doesn't quite come off, but he's won the ball back at the edge of the box. He's in the box. Is fantastic. That would have been awesome. Oh, Martinelli. Martinelli puts it wide. Jesus went on a little bit of a run, then it was quality by Jesus. He got the ball passed into him, and he tried to flick it, like, as it came to him, flick it to the side. I'm not sure who he was trying to flick it to, but the ball bounces off of the Palace player. He turns around, picks the ball back up, dribbles past 2 or 3 players, gets into the box, has a little toe poke at it. Palace defender gets in the way of it. He gets in the way of it. It bounces out to the side, to the left-hand side where Martinelli is, and Martinelli kind of like hits it with the outside of his boot, and it goes just wide of Guaita's left-hand post. Zinchenko in his own half. Lovely little skip there by Martinelli. Rode that tackle very well. Palace closing down. Palace closing down Arsenal's defenders when they have the ball. Arsenal on the attack again. They're in the box again, Arsenal. It's only partially cleared by Palace. Martinelli's got it. Oh, lovely turn by Martinelli, who's passed it out to Zinchenko. Zinchenko into Jesus. Oh, it's Jesus again. Tries to get past a couple of players, but it's well defended. And it's been cleared. And Arsenal have had to play it back to the goalkeeper, Ramsdale. It's a lively start to the game. Very lively. Arsenal are playing lovely, lovely football. They're playing very quick tempoed football. You know, they're playing 1-2s on the edge of the box. And it's moving Palace all about. Zinchenko's managed to get forward and kept the ball, but he's just ran it out of play. So it'll be a Palace throw-in. It's a Palace throw-in. A bit of a waste there. Nathaniel Klein. Going to take this throw for Palace. A bit of a push in the back there, but Arsenal have picked it up in midfield, and now it's been cleared well out. And the counter-attack from Palace has started. Zaha tried to get it, play a little ball through. He was intercepted. And then Edward fouling. Oh, no, it was Schlupp, sorry. Schlupp fouled Saliba, and it's an Arsenal free kick in their own half. Not very far away from Arsenal's box, but they've taken it quite quickly. The ball's played out wide to Zinchenko, but there's nowhere to go. Nobody's showing for him. Eze looks lively. Eze looks really lively. Partey finds a wonderful ball out to Zinchenko, who's found Jesus, who's knocked it on, but he's offside. Jesus was offside. That was a lovely ball by Zinchenko. It really was. Zinchenko were out on the left-hand side. He pings the ball to just the middle of the edge of Palace's box, and he just heads it back on. So it carries on the way it was going. Unfortunately, you were offside. Both teams doing a lot of chasing. They're not letting neither one of them are letting either get settled. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Xhaka to Zinchenko. Good save by Guaita. Good save by Guaita. Zinchenko hitting it. Had a bit of swerve on it, but it's a save that Guaita should have made, and he did make it, so it still remains 0-0. Here is there again. Edge of the box. Partey blocked. Arsenal still there. And it's cleared now by Palace. Arsenal looking dangerous. Very dangerous. We're like 8.5 minutes in. Jordan Ayew trying to get there, but it's intercepted. And now Arsenal looking to start a counter-attack. Still in the middle of the park. Zinchenko. The ball got played to Zinchenko, and he looked like he had to stretch from it. It was White who the ball got played. White played the ball to Zinchenko. Zinchenko tried to get it, completely missed it, and it's gone out for a Palace throw-in in Arsenal's half. Is Zinchenko going to be a bit of an issue this season for Arsenal? He seems a little bit off the pace. Arsenal not giving Palace any space whatsoever. They're closing down Palace's players very well, and they're intercepting passes as well so quickly. Guaita just played it out wide, and Zinchenko was right up there, literally like almost touching hands, holding hands. But Zaha is breaking away from Ben White. He's lost the ball. He left it behind. Ben White was beat there, but he seemed to have left the ball behind as he was charging. But yeah, Zinchenko was right, pushed so far up to try and stop that ball progressing. Arsenal playing some nice little intricate passes now. Jesus tackled, but it's gone to Zinchenko again, who's found Xhaka to Odegaard. Just playing it about a bit now. I think trying to take a little bit of a sting out of the Palace attack that they've just had, dictating the tempo again. It's a brilliant ball. Saka lost out, tries to get it back but doesn't. Palace are trying their best to push that ball as far up as possible. But every time they seem to go forward, Arsenal players are there. Arsenal players are in the face. Every single time they're looking for that pass, there's an Arsenal player there, either waiting to tackle and waiting for an interception. So they've got no option but to hoof it up the other end of the field. Oh, it's a brilliant ball. Saka takes that down very, very well out of the air. Just playing about a bit now, Arsenal. Just passing it between the two centre backs. Zinchenko's very high up the field. He's almost playing as a winger at times. Martinelli on a little run. It's a good block. It was a good block, that, but it almost fell. It almost bounced straight to Gabriel Jesus, but they managed to get it out for a throw-in. Palace managed to get that out for a throw-in. That could have been a dangerous little bit there if Jesus got there first. Ben White. Showing his strength. Zaha takes him out. Zaha took him out there. So it's a free kick to Arsenal, which they've took very quickly. It wasn't anything malicious towards anybody. Oh, Arsenal have lost the ball. Arsenal, and now it's Palace on the attack. Eze. Zaha on the left-hand side tries to chip the ball into the box, but it's blocked. There's a player down. I think it's Xhaka? Granit Xhaka. Let's have a look. Zaha tries to flick that ball and hits Xhaka square at the side of his head from pretty short distance as well. Arsenal's throwing. I was hoping I would have seen a goal by now. But both teams are putting in effort. You can see that they are. I mean, Arsenal, the way Arsenal are just closing everything down. As soon as Palace have a player that's on the ball, they're looking up and trying to find another Palace player. There's an Arsenal player straight on them, straight in the face. It's making it very, very hard for Palace. Oh, good tackle by Palace from their new signing. Schlupp. Is it going out for a throw-in? Yeah, Decore. Fabulous tackle. Hard tackle. Straight through Odegaard, but wins the ball fairly. And Palace fans love that. Ramsdale boots it long. Oh, that's lovely. It's found Zinchenko perfectly. Who's found Xhaka. Xhaka back to Zinchenko, who turns and plays it back to his Saliba, I believe. No, De Santos, sorry, not Saliba. Something happened off the ball there. Referee's not interested though. Let's bring it up now. Zinchenko, lovely little 1-2. Martinelli does well to keep that in. He gets bumped in the back and manages to stop it and roll it back before it goes about line. And there's a little bit too much on that ball for Saka to chase, and now it's got out for a Crystal Palace goal kick. 16 minutes into the game. It's very, very interesting. 16 minutes into the game, and Arsenal have had 67.7% possession, 4 shots, 1 on target and 1 off target. 2 of them have been blocked. It's very, very forward by Arsenal. The pressing very, very well. Oh, Palace have got it now at the edge of the box. Eze finds Zaha. Zaha running towards the byline. 3 Arsenal players around him. Manages to get the ball in the middle, but it's cleared by the Arsenal defence. Schlupp. And it's had to go all the way back to Guaita. There's no space for Palace anywhere. Long ball up. Oh, Edouard tried to flick it on, I believe, for Eze. Oh, hard tackle there. That was a bit of a hard tackle by Jordan Ayew. Martinelli's down. Yeah, very hard tackle. Straight through back of him. Does he win the ball? Oh, yeah, he does. He does, but the follow through. The follow through, I think, is why. But Arsenal now on the right hand side with Odegaard. Jesus. And it's an Arsenal corner. It's an Arsenal corner. And Arsenal have scored. 1-0 Arsenal. Martinelli. Martinelli puts Arsenal 1-0 up. It's from the corner. Ball gets played in. Zinchenko round the back unmarked. Heads it back into the middle. Yeah, heads it back into the middle. Martinelli's just at the right place and flicks it. He doesn't get a lot on it at all. He kind of just directs it where it needs to go. The goalkeeper would have been disappointed from that. 100% the goalkeeper would have been disappointed from that. All his weight was taking him one way and he couldn't get across to the other. So, yes, it's 1-0. Arsenal carrying on their fine form. Handbags at dawn at the minute. Party's taking it, and now it's Arsenal on the attack again. Who's played it out to Saka. Out on the right-hand side. White finds Jesus in the middle. He turns him very well. Still there. Party flicks it into the box. Cleared very well. And the referee gives a free kick. And 2 players were down. Decore in the midfield. Plays it out wide. It's on the left-hand side now with Zaha, who's battling with White. Tries to turn him. White gets there first and goes down under Zaha's challenge. Zaha's not happy about that at all. He's really not happy about that at all. It's a lovely takedown there by Ayu. He's not got no options forward though, so he's had to go back. He's had to return back. And diagonal to Zaha, who plays it into the box, but Arsenal managing to clear. Zinchenko scissor kicks it only as far as the halfway line, but the Arsenal fans like that. There's a player down. There's a player. He's still down. I'm not sure who it is. Jordan, are you? Yep. And the Palace put the ball out of play. Palace put the ball out of play.
It's cleared well. Arsenal corner. It's an Arsenal corner. Gonna get brought in here by Martinelli. Whips it in. Well cleared by Guaita. So Arsenal are 1-0 up. Just under half an hour played. Martinelli scoring that goal. It's at the back now. It's had to go all the way back to Ramsdale. Arsenal taking it all the way back to Ramsdale. Arsenal just playing it between the two centre-backs. Pressure being put on. Oh! Ramsdale smashed it against a Palace player, and it would have been an open net. As he flicks it into the box, Zaha finds it. It comes off a white and goes behind. Ramsdale received the ball, tried to clear it. He I don't know who it is, but he turns away. He turns like that, and it hits his heel. And instead of going back towards the goal, it kind of goes to the left-hand side. It went to the left-hand side. That could have gone anywhere. Ramsdale nearly cost him Arsenal a goal and giving Palace an opportunity there. Ball played up. Martinelli tries to get it. No good. Crystal Palace have a throw in their own half. Ramsdale has to consider himself very lucky. Very lucky. I mean, that mistake could have actually cost him a goal. Ben White being chased by Zaha, being pushed back by Zaha, who's managed to get the ball up, but a Palace player is there. Zaha's trying to get there, kind of gives up. Ball goes back to Ramsdale, who tries to take on a player. He gets away with it again. That's twice. That is twice Ramsdale has nearly caused massive problems for Arsenal. Arsenal are in complete control of this game. They really are. But Ramsdale, I don't know what's going through his head. I don't know, Matt. I really don't know. But I don't know what's going through his head. He had a very easy clearance where he took too long on it, and it came off the Palace player. Luckily, it went to the left instead of going back towards goal. And then I don't know why he decided to take on a player instead of clearing it again. He got away with it again, but I'd be worried if I were an Arsenal fan right now. I mean, Ramsdale's, I don't know who he thinks he is. Does he think he's Ronaldinho or something? Oh, Zinchenko has been left there by AU. That was lovely. As a passing it back. And it's switched over now to the right hand side, back to the left hand side. Slowly building up. Palace still in their own half. Palace are still building up, but they're in their own half. It's out now to Zaha. Is that Zaha? No, it's Schlupp. Oh, that's a lovely ball over the top. Zaha got it. He's bringing it inside. Turns one. Oh, Bukayo Saka gets back and just takes it off Zaha and boots it out of play. $13 to go. We've got 13 minutes to go until half time. Your goal scorer, Martinelli. Palace have the ball back. Eze. Decore tries to get it through to Eze. Gabriel has lost it. It's Xhaka now. Jesus to Odegaard. Oh, Jesus has got it again at edge of the box. Plays it out to Saka. Saka and Jesus getting a bit of a mess. And Jesus brings down a player for a Crystal Palace free kick. Just showing the goal again. It's a terrible goal to concede in Palace's eyes. He just whips it in. And nobody is marking Zinchenko, who's coming round the back. He is completely unmarked. He's literally ran all the way around the back, headed it back in to where all the players are. Martinelli's just there at the back post, flicks his head, doesn't get a lot of contact on it at all, just flicks his head, and Glater's just got all his weight on the wrong side and can't get there, and it goes in. Zinchenko, Xhaka. A little bit of a bad ball there by Xhaka. Martinelli fighting for it, but he's lost it. It's a good ball. Well cleared. It's up in the air. Palace are claiming for a handball in the box. Ball keeps playing. The referee doesn't seem to be interested. Let's have a look, see if it does hit his arm. It does hit his arm. I don't know whether or not VAR look at it. The ball comes down. The ball's up in the air. It comes down and it hits the other side of his arm. I think the referee's had a look. Yeah, the VAR's checked it. No penalty, so the game continues. That was a good ball though by Crystal Palace. A good bit of play there. AU takes another Arsenal player down. Ten minutes to go until half time. I keep wanting to say half past. I don't want to say half past. Half time. Half time. Party. Xhaka finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko turns, finds Martinelli out on the left-hand side. Whips it in. AU dinks it over Martinelli. And then Zinchenko's there to put the ball out of play. Oh, a little bit of a pull there. Arsenal get on with it. Oh, lovely little bit of play. Oh, that was a good little move. Zaha knocks it past one and is on the run. Eze loses the ball though, and Arsenal now break. A lot of Arsenal's good work has actually been coming from the left-hand side where Zinchenko is. They're getting a lot of joy down that side. Gabriel finds him out on that left-hand side. Zinchenko brings it in. Martinelli. Jesus wanted it. And they've lost it, and now Palace come forward. Ayew. That's a good tackle. Good tackle. Too many Gabriels on the pitch. I'm getting confused. There's far too many Gabriels on the pitch. The ball is out. Zaha's not happy there. That's a bit of a bad pass, but it's well covered there. Are you taking on two players? He's managed to keep the ball. Takes it into the midfield. Jesus trying to get that ball there. Not gonna outmuscle Ayew, I'm afraid there, Jesus. Anderson. Oh, that's a lovely ball out wide. Pulled out by Mitchell. Zaha is brought down by Thomas Partey. It's a free kick to Palace. A lot of fans jeering the referee there because they've got a free kick. Anderson's been pinging passes. Just pinging passes. Eze is going to take this free kick. Puts it into the box. It's cleared out, but only as far. Palace play it back. Palace can't afford to be playing it back. Anderson's got it now. Ayew. It's on the right-hand side. Klein. Anderson. Plays it back again. On the halfway line. Decore. Gay. Eze now on the left-hand side. He's got Zaha in support. Doesn't use him. Goes on his own. Tries to find Ayew on the right-hand side. Zinchenko steps in. Oh, some bad tackles coming in there. A little bit of bad tackles going in there. Obviously, the physical game, they're being told to leave, use. The refs are being told to use, a bit of leniency now. They want it to be a bit physical. A couple of heavy tackles went in there. Zaha picks up the ball. White charges towards him. Hits him full pelt. Just hits him, and it's a free kick to Palace. It's not very in a massive dangerous position, but Eze chips it in. Anderson. Oh, what a save by Ramsdale. What a save. Eze chips it in. Anderson manages to get between two players, flicks the ball on. Edouard was kind of a free. Well, he wasn't really free. He had Ben White behind him, but he kind of dives and hits. It kind of hits the side of his head. Ramsdale managed to get across, push the ball. It's not gone out. He's kind of pushed it back forward. White obviously is there trying to stop Edouard, who lands on top of him and gives time Ramsdale to pick the ball up. But Palace now getting into the game a little bit more. It should have been a goal, but it's a great save there by Ramsdale. Oh, it's a brilliant ball. Ramsdale collects it though. Jesus tries to flick that on for Martinelli, but too much power, and it's gone to Quater's hands. Now Palace have a throw in Arsenal's half. Eze was looking for a foul. Referee says no, get up. And now Arsenal are on the ball. Palace now with the grip between the teeth. Palace are getting stuck in. But it's wonderful. Xhaka. Oh, no way. No way, referee. And the referee is going to give Xhaka a yellow card for simulation. So Xhaka's been booked for simulation. So Xhaka takes it round. Yeah, he don't even touch him. Xhaka takes it round and he's waiting for the impact. He's waiting for the impact. Anderson just holds his hands up and steps to the side. Xhaka goes down to the floor. So he has the first yellow card of the new season for simulation. That's what I like to see. Good. Hopefully it'll stop people doing it in the game. We've got 20 seconds until half time. Well, 20 seconds plus added time. It's a brilliant ball across, but it's well cleared there by Saka. But Palace pick the ball back up and they're on the attack again. I lost Zaha, couldn't get hold of it there. And now he has, but good tackle by White. But Palace have still got the ball. It's popped out to Zaha. Zaha gets bodied at the edge of the box. Referee says no, thank you, and lets the game continue. Oh, wonderful by Anderson interception there. There's only a minute of added time, so we're nearly there. We're nearly at half time now. Ayew on the right side. He's found Edouard. Oh, it's over the bar. Is it a corner? Yes, it is. It must have come off an Arsenal player. I didn't see which Arsenal player came off, but that was good. He picks up the ball, runs to the box, takes a shot. It gets blocked, manages to get it again, and it's Xhaka. Xhaka manages to get his foot there and deflect it over the top of the bar, but Palace now have a corner. It's the last action of this half. Eze is going to take it. Well up and cleared by Martinelli, and that's half time. Half time. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 1. You're going to have to excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, because I've been drinking a lot of water while it's half time. I'll be right back. So, half time. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 1. There's been some lovely bits of play by both teams. Some really nice bit of play by both teams. Just having a look at the stats at half time, we've got Crystal Palace on 44.5% possession and Arsenal taking the 55. Palace have had 3 shots compared to Arsenal's 5. Obviously, Arsenal have managed to score theirs instead. Arsenal's 2 shots on target compared to Palace's 1. 2 shots blocked each. Passing percentage is very, very close. Both teams have obviously been working on this. We've got an 84%, 84.2 to 85%. They've both had 1 clear-cut chances. Tackles have been flying in. Arsenal winning on aerial duels as well. Obviously, the 1 yellow card for Granit Xhaka. As a neutral, as I am in this game, it's a very, very good and interesting game to watch. Very interesting game to watch. The season has started with a bit of a bang. There's been some heavy tackles, and I like to see that. I do like to see that. I was hoping that we would have got some live pictures or something from the ground today, because Ian, who did the show on Wednesday, is there watching the game.
today. But as it stands, the first points of the season is going to go to Arsenal. Just watching this Martinelli goal back. Zaha's marking two people on the edge of the box. That's where this issue comes from. Zaha's left alone is marking White and Zinchenko. White is in the middle of them. He doesn't know which one to go to, so he goes to follow White, which leaves Zinchenko all alone. And then he just runs around the back, completely unmarked, heads the ball back into the middle. I think Partey tries to get a flick on it. Maybe, does he hit it at all? No, he doesn't. Partey jumps up in front, tries to get the head on it. It goes just over his head. Martinelli's there, like I said, and flicks the ball just towards the keeper. And it goes in. Not a lot he could do there, to be honest with you. He probably would have been a bit disappointed. I mean, Martinelli's first chance within the first 4 minutes, I mean, it was a great run. An amazing run by Jesus. He takes on 2 or 3 players, takes the shot, it gets blocked, bounces out to the left-hand side where Martinelli is. He hits it first time. Guaita's coming out to try and make himself as big as he can, and the ball goes past him and then just sails past his left-hand post. And then we had Eduardo's chance towards the end of the half. You know, Eze plays a wonderful ball in, and it's headed on back into the box. He gets there first with a little diving header. White's right behind him, but he gets his head there first. Tries to flick it into the corner. But Ramsdale gets across very well. Stops it, obviously, going in, and then cleans up afterwards. He does very, very well there, Ramsdale. But it is 1-0 to the Arsenal. Both teams look really good. Both teams look solid. Both teams look really good. You can tell there's been changes at both clubs. And I love the fact, like I said, there's been some hard tackles as well in this game, which is great as well. I'm just trying to see if there's any latest transfer news. Obviously, Benteke's gone. He's left, hasn't he, now? Benteke, he has gone to, is it DC United? He has gone to. I wonder how people's fantasy teams are doing. Speaking of which, if you want to join the best fantasy team league on YouTube, it's right there for you. It's the Man United Agenda Fantasy League over on Premier League. Your code, I will move that out of the way so you can see, is 1CZLY1. That's 1CZLY1. Come and be a part of a league that has over 100 people. I think it's over 110 people in this league, and you could have a chance to win a trophy. If you finish top at the end of the season, you'll have a nice trophy with your name engraved onto the trophy, and it's sent out to you. Yes, it will be sent out to you. And not only that, you could also decide which of the panelists who has finished the bottom. So the panelist that has finished with the least amount of points and the lowest in the table
at the end of the season, we'll be doing a forfeit, and you guys in the chat get to decide what that is. You get to decide what the forfeit is. Obviously, it has to be within a boundary. We will not be doing anything, and we cannot do anything illegal, of course. But yes, please, guys, do feel free to join the Man United Agenda Fantasy League over in Premier League. And the code again for you is 1CZLY1. But yes, as we know, halftime 1-0 to Arsenal. A few people I've been speaking to have been saying that Arsenal might struggle a little bit this season. Obviously, they're going to be playing quite a lot this season, aren't they? But I don't think it'll be too much of an issue for them. So a little bit of transfer news during half time. We would just talk about this during half time. Tottenham Hotspur are planning to complete Destiny deal next week. He's obviously from Udinese. They're in negotiations. That'll be interesting to see what happens there. Benjamin Sesko will not decide his future before next week. Meeting is scheduled to think about proposals, and then he's going to make his final decision. Manchester United are still in talks after meeting with his agent more than 2 times, but it's 3 clubs that are interested. 3 clubs. West Ham United have got a new signing for £17.5 million. Maxwell Cornet joins West Ham on a permanent deal. Is that a good signing? Do we all think that is a good signing, or are they wasting money? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think Maxwell Cornet is a great signing. I think he's a really, really good player. A very good player. Amadou Onana will be undergoing a medical tomorrow for Everton. He will join until 2027. The agreement is 100% complete, and it will include a 20% sell-on clause. Barcelona, we all know about Barcelona, are apparently really close to signing Marcos Alonso. Talks are progressing with Chelsea after obviously their deal with Cucurella as well. That's another player. Barcelona will be signing from an English club. How they got this money, I don't know. I really, really don't know. But Barcelona are on about taking Marcos Alonso as a priority signing. What are your thoughts on that? Should Barcelona be allowed to sign anymore? Wolverhampton Wanderers have rejected Nottingham Forest's new bid for Gibbs White. Apparently, he's an important player for Wolves, and they will not be letting him go. They will be not letting him go at all. Brendan Rodgers is saying Wesley Fofana and James Maddison are not for sale. They will not be sold. They are important players to us. We're in a situation we need to move some players out, but that doesn't mean getting rid of our best assets. So he is saying that not a chance. Romano is also saying Newcastle have announced that Eddie Howe has signed a new long-term contract at the club at Newcastle. So Eddie Howe will be staying at Newcastle this season, and for how long we don't know. We don't know. Eric Ten Hag saying a quote here. I'm really happy with Cristiano. We have a top striker, and he's here with us in the squad. We want Frankie. I didn't know. It's about right players, but I don't want to make comments. When there is news, you will know. So Eric Ten Hag not giving up on Frankie de Jong, even though it's been going for quite a while. The players are coming back out onto the pitch now.
Arsenal players are out on the pitch. Palace players are out on the pitch. Arsenal to kick us off in the second half. It is Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0. And we're off. The ball's played up, and it's Saka. Gabriel Jesus tries to get in there, but Guaita smothers the ball. There doesn't seem to be any changes so far for either team. Obviously, Xhaka on that yellow card as well. Martinelli, the goal scorer, on the 20th minute. That's a brilliant ball by Palace. Ayew trying to get there. Can he get there and keep it in? Yes, he can. Puts it into the box. Palace fans calling for another handball shout on Ben White. The long ball for Crystal Palace is working a treat. It really is. Zaha being a bit pushed about a bit there by Ben White, but he's looking towards the referee now. That long ball happens again to Ayew. Brought down well. Palace at the edge of the box, shoots. Blocked and out for a Palace corner. Schlupp takes the shot and it's blocked and it goes out for a corner. Crystal Palace now. That's a brilliant ball. They keep doing that. They keep playing long balls from defence up. And Arsenal aren't dealing with it very well. They aren't coping with it. Palace, Eze whips that ball in. Ramsdale comes up, collects it, drops it, but collects it at the second time. And he doesn't think about doing anything silly this time and hoofs it upfield towards Jesus, who collects it. He's had a bit of a battle. Xhaka finds Martinelli, who finds Zinchenko, who plays it back to Xhaka. And he's caught there as well, Xhaka. Xhaka is caught, so it's a Arsenal free kick. About 15 yards into Palace's half. Anderson's been Palace's best player, I think. He's pinging the balls up from defence, spreading them left and right, and Arsenal are struggling to deal with it. With Martinelli and Odegaard looking over this. Are they playing it short? Are they going to do something short? Or are they going to whip it in? Martinelli leaves it. Odegaard whips the ball in. Everybody misses it. But Saka's the quickest there. Picks it up at the edge of the box. Saka puts the ball back in. It's getting out. Mitchell. Zaha picks it up. The ball's played back to the defence. It's Gay. Finds Schlupp. Oh, no, it's Mitchell on this side. Sorry, not Schlupp. I forgot that they've swapped over. Mitchell again for Eze. Just playing it back. Oh, it's lovely by Klein. Klein chips it. And there's a foul there as well. Nathaniel Klein gets fouled. Palace have got that free kick.
Zaha tries to play a little reverse ball to Eze, but it's hit White and gone to Arsenal. Zinchenko, Odegaard, good little, lovely little flick there. But Mitchell is there saying, no, thank you. And he stops him. Mitchell tries to ping it to the other side. It kind of just goes up in the air. Xhaka picks up the ball, gets tapped by Edouard and drops to the floor. Ball played out wide to Saka. We know Saka's got a bit of pace to burn. He's got Mitchell one-on-one. He's cut on the inside. Odegaard on the edge of the box. Odegaard shoots. It's defended well and gone out for a corner. Just want to say big up, Solo. Hello, how are you, Solo? I hope you're doing well, mate. Arsenal have a corner. 50 minutes gone. Obviously leading 1-0 up. Gabriel Martinelli scoring from a corner. We'll see what happens with this. Let's see if Arsenal can score again. Saka taking this corner. Whip ball in, cleared. Ball as far as Odegaard. Palace clearing it out now. Ayew running up the field. It's 3-on-4 in Arsenal's favour. Arsenal have got back so well and so quickly. Palace were on the counter-attack. Arsenal had 4 players back. And then all of a sudden, I saw another 4 or 5. Eze's through and goal. Eze, oh, what a save by Ramsdale. But Eze's kept the ball. Zaha. That was such a good save. And it was a great ball as well by Palace. Squeezed it through. Brilliant goalkeeping. I'll have to wait to describe it again when I see it. So it was so quick. So when I get a replay, I'll describe it a little bit better for you. But it was such a good save. He's kept Arsenal's lead there. 1-0 Arsenal. Still, Eze probably should have done better. And it's gone out for an Arsenal goal kick now. So I'll probably get a chance to see it again. Here we go. I'm seeing it again. It's Zaha. Zaha feeds the ball through to Eze, who times his run perfectly. Yeah, Eze hits it. He's got his body closed. He hits it straight down the centre. And Ramsdale kind of just drops to the floor and it saves it with his legs. It's Jesus. No foul. I thought that might have been a bit of a foul. But Eze's there who's found Zaha. Zaha now on the left-hand side running down the wing. He's got Ben White for company. Oh, it's a deflection. Possible handball. Oh, a bad tackle. Is it? No, yes. I don't know. VAR will probably check it maybe. Saliba sticks his foot in there. Gets a bit of the player. Gets a bit of the ball. I'm going to see here. So the ball bounces up from Ben White, hits his hand. I think that's fair enough. No foul, no penalty there. And I think Saliba hits that ball perfectly. I think the tackle is perfect. It's proper livening up now, this game. Arsenal have got the throw-in as well, so definitely no penalty. I think the referee's got that right. I think the referee's definitely got that right. Palace piling on the pressure. They're proper putting Arsenal under pressure. Xhaka looks like he's hobbling a little bit. Zinchenko now has got the ball, moving forward with it to Xhaka, who feeds the ball through to Martinelli, but it's well tackled by Schlupp. Ball played in. And it's just booted it. Anderson just boots it. clear and away out of danger. Saliba out wide to Saka. Saka cuts inside. Still got it. Gets nudged in the back, and it's a free kick in a very dangerous position. Mitchell, Saka beats Mitchell for pace, cuts on the inside, and it kind of just nudges him in the back. Yeah, just a little nudge in the back. Saka goes down. Shooting, it's definitely shooting distance for Arsenal. A left footer. This could be 2-0. Palace are putting Zaha and Eze in the wall. Odegaard's standing over it, along with Martinelli. Surely this favours Odegaard. It does. Odegaard, it's it. Oof. Just wide. Just wide. Palace not wasting any time. They've got the ball. It's now Zaha. Eze back to Zaha. Out to Mitchell, who's plays a back pass. Guaita had to come charging out of his box to stop it going out for a corner. That's how bad it was. Eze wins that ball, but loses it to White. Odegaard finds Xhaka and plays the ball up to Jesus, but Gay nods it out for a corner for Arsenal. Arsenal looks like they're getting back into the game now. They've had a bit of a scare. Palace are actually going to be making a sub here. Jean-Philippe Mateta is coming on. I think they're going to wait till this corner's been taken. And then Palace are bringing on Mateta. It's well defended. Zaha just boots it upfield. Ramsdale in between his box, halfway between his box and the halfway line, picks it up, pings it out to the right looking for Saka, and just goes out for a Crystal Palace throw-in. It's a straight swap. So it's Edouard coming off for Palace and Mateta coming on for Crystal Palace. Be interesting to see what he can do in this game. Okay, so you've got 3 opportunities to bring on subs in the second half. Okay, that's interesting. He's throwing his body weight about already. Gabriel Jesus. He's got Odegaard in the middle, finds Odegaard, who tries to pass it off. Why didn't he shoot? That would have been 2-0. That would have been 2-0. That would have been 2-0. Jesus wins that ball back from Mitchell. So Mitchell gets there, but Jesus is too powerful. Plays it into the middle. Odegaard picks it up in the box. He's got a player running at him from behind. But if he hits it first time, all he's got to do is hit the target. It's probably got in. But instead of shooting, he tries to flick it behind him to Martinelli. And it gets tackled. Ben White has been booked for pulling Zaha back as well. Yeah, proper had all of a big chunk of his jersey there. He's having a torrid time against Zaha, Ben White. Gay finds Mateta back to Gay. This is a nice little bit of play here. Oh, it's a beautiful ball. Decore, Mateta, and it's a Crystal Palace corner. Mateta's a bit of a dangerous man, isn't he? The first hour of this game has flown. It's been really good. Eze is going out now to take the corner from the right-hand side. Anderson's free. Oh! I'm not quite sure what's happened. Referee's done something. He's blown his whistle. I'm not sure what for. Is it a foul? Ball's played in by Eze. Anderson flicks it back in. Zinchenko gets there first, heads it back towards his own goal. Gabriel has to react, hits it. It comes off the bar and then is cleared. But I believe there were a foul there on Gabriel. So Arsenal had the free kick and they've taken it very quickly. And now they're all the way up. And it's out to the right-hand side with Saka. Saka flicks the ball in. But Anderson has cleared it very well. Ball played up into Arsenal's half. Arsenal have the ball again under control. Gabriel tries to find Saka. He's found him, who plays the ball to Odegaard, but it's a sloppy pass, and Palace pick up the ball. It's one of those long balls again by Anderson, but Ramsdale's there. A little bit too much for Ayew that time. Ramsdale comes out to the edge of his box and cleans up well. Saka. Somebody's been booked. Nathaniel Klein has been booked for something. I think it was for a tackle earlier, a little bit earlier on. Let's have a look. Yeah. It's a yellow card. It's gone through back of him there. It's Klein now. Palace seem to be getting pressed in again now. Getting pressed in a little bit. Arsenal are closing down fast again. But Palace just making them chase. Mitchell tries to put the ball down to Zaha. Saka's in the way. It's a throw in. Mitchell puts it in midfield. Eze loses the ball, but it's won back. And Teta finds Eze again, and it's Klein. It's Ayew tries to get the ball in, blocked. He's got the ball back though. Schlupp, who runs into Xhaka, I think that was. No, it was Martinelli he ran into and fell to the ground. But the play continues. Ball in the box. Schlupp blocked by Partey and cleared by Zinchenko. There's nobody up top though for Arsenal. Palace are coming again. It's Wilfred Zaha. He's having to play it back. Oh, it's a lovely little take. Mitchell trying to get that ball. He does get it. It's against White, who's lost it to Eze, who's lost it again. And Palace have a free kick for a foul on Zaha. Proper sticking everything they can. Saka gets the wrong end of Zaha, gets behind him and kind of gets tangled up and brings him down. And now it's a free kick to Crystal Palace on the left-hand side. Eze is whipping this ball in. Ramsdale comes out and collects. "67 minutes gone. It's still 1-0 to Arsenal." Saliba brings that ball forward. A good ball by Ramsdale. Finds White. But he's dispossessed by Eze. Eze tries to ping that ball forward. Gets deflected and it's out to Klein. Ayew now. Schlupp. Back to Klein. Palace having to go back. No way you're getting forward. Mitchell to Zaha. Zaha tries to flick it. White's in the way again. Jesus gets brought down by Anderson, but referee says, fair play, keep going. And now it's Palace in Arsenal's half. Partey. I'm not sure about that one. There's another free kick. They've just took the free kick, and it was panned on to somebody else. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. Saka into the box, and it's a goal kick. Saka hitting that ball at a really tight angle, and it just goes over the bar. It didn't even go over the bar. It was wide. It was wide and over the side net. Zaha picks up that ball wonderfully. They've been doing that all game. All game. Zaha to Ayew, who loses the ball on the edge of the box. Just on the edge of the box. It could have been a good opportunity. Maybe Ayew should have hit that. But Ayew picks up the ball, shimmies, and it gets dispossessed very well by Ben White. But here's Zaha. No, straight through to Ramsdale. That was a really good ball there by Schlupp. Plays the ball through, splits the defenders. Zaha's running through trying to get there, but he can't. Ramsdale gets there. Anderson and Jesus having a little bit of a thing there. Ball gets played long by Arsenal. Anderson and Jesus have gone up for the ball. Anderson's been bullying Jesus all game. He has. He's been very physical with him. He's just thrown his hands up into the air and dropped onto the floor. Well, here come Palace again. Another long ball over top. A little bit of a push in the back, but the referee's too far away, I think, to actually see it. Now it's picked up by Arsenal. Odegaard. Partey. Just love a little bit of play. It is a lovely little bit of intricate play there by Arsenal getting themselves out of trouble. And Ramsdale flicks it long. Mitchell. Eze. Ayew. Running Zinchenko. Zinchenko pulls his shirt, but he's not bothered about it. He's still got it. It's over. Nobody in the middle, but Zaha's managed to save it. He's on the left-hand side. Zaha hits the ball, comes off of an Arsenal player. They're trying to get it out. It's gone to Schlupp, who's had to play it backwards. Klein. Back to Ayew. What? Oh, they've put it out of play. They were on the attack. Palace was on the attack. One of their players have gone down. They could have kept going. But the Arsenal players were telling Palace players, put the ball out of play. Put the ball out of play. Literally, Palace was on the attack. There were Arsenal players all over the pitch pointing to put the ball out of play. And Palace put the ball out of play for one of their own players, but I don't know about that. I'm not going to lie. I don't think they should have. William Saliba. Clearances, 5. Possession 1, 7. Successful long passes, 3. Team rank first and second. So it's a good first game season for him, isn't it, so far? There's only 15 minutes to go. Still Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0. Martinelli scoring a goal at the 20th minute. And Palace are making some subs. Milovic. I don't know. I can't see who it actually is because there's too many players in the way. Arsenal kick the ball back. Here we go with Palace's substitutions. Milivojevic coming on for Decore. So Palace have used 2 subs. Arsenal haven't made any. There's not a great deal happening at the moment. It's just being played about a little bit at the back by Palace. There we go. He's flicked it in. Zaha had no options but to play it back again. Arsenal are doing very well to contain him and make him play it back. Klein to Eze. Back to Klein. Back to Eze. Ayus looks like he's gone down the middle. It looks like they're playing at a 4-2-4. Ball played over the top by Palace. Gabriel there with Ayew. Manages to get it out and away. Odegaard gets there first, but he's lost it. Ball put in. And it's been brought down, and it's gone to Arsenal. Free kick to Arsenal. Gabriel looks like he pulled. Let's have a look. Ball's played in by Ayew. Yeah, no, it's pushing back. Gabriel a bit weak there. Gabriel were a bit weak there, but he goes down and he gets the free kick. Ramsdale wasting a bit of time. And the ball goes out from the goal kick for a Palace throw-in. It's another throw-in a little bit further up the pitch. Mitchell. He's got Ben White proper in his face. He finds Zaha. Zaha's got Partey. Partey tries to go, but Zaha rides it. And the referee pulls it back for the intent. He pulls it back. Saliba gets in there and tackles Zaha perfectly. But the intent by Partey is the reason why it's been brought back for a free kick to Palace. Eze is here to take it. He's been taking everything today. Corners, free kicks. Whips it in. Anderson gets his head on it to put it back in, but it's cleared by Arsenal and it's out for a throw-in on the right-hand side for Palace. Milivojevic. Forward by Anderson, but it's cleared by Gabriel. And now Odegaard. Palace have got the ball. Anderson again pings it over towards Zaha, who's got White with him. And White manages to get his head on it and put it out for a throw-in. Anderson is just pinging the ball from the back line every single time. He pings it left and right. 9 times out of 10, it's finding his man. And it's getting Palace forward very well. Eze. Zaha. Arteta back to Zaha. Palace crowding Zaha. There's so many players in the way. You've got Palace players and the Arsenal players in the way of Zaha there. Ayew's out on the wing. He's got Zinchenko and Martinelli around him. They've got 2 players. Eze. Anderson. Ayew out on that wing. There's no movement forward. It's all sideways and backwards at the minute. as a Palace are literally just spreading it from side to side, making Arsenal work, wearing them down. Last 15 minutes, Palace have had 73% possession. Ayew in the box, tries to get through, doesn't, gets pulled. Referee says no. Eze manages to keep the ball. Xhaka put his arm on him. He goes down. Referee says no straight away. Zaha flicks him through. Oh! Klein kept it in play. Puts it back in. No good. It's cleared. Eze. Palace really, the fans are getting really cheered up now. 9 minutes to go. Eze in the box. I think that's simulation. I don't know. Zaha puts it in. Xhaka manages to get it out. Odegaard gets it a little bit further. But it's all Palace at the minute. Palace are completely taking control of this game right now. They might be 1-0 down. Anderson whips it out to Mitchell on the left-hand side, who whips the ball into the box, and it goes out of play. No. He's running. Saka's behind him. He gets touched. Literally, it's just like that, and then he goes down. Arsenal making some subs now. Kieran Tierney is coming on, and Nketiah is coming on as well. Zinchenko for Tierney. Yes, it's Zinchenko for Tierney. And I'm presuming it's going to be Nketiah for... Who are you for? Come on. Jesus. Yep. Jesus has gone off as well. So Nketiah and Tierney on for Jesus and Zinchenko. And the first thing he does is give away a free kick. That's the first thing Nketiah does, is give away a free kick. Seven minutes left. I don't think that long ball is going to work as well now. Oh, it's lovely. Ayew at the edge of the box loses a little bit of control and then loses the ball. Xhaka and Nketiah to Tierney. Gabriel. Ramsdale. Hoofs it up long. Tierney manages to get the ball back down. Who's this? Out to Saka. And it's a goal. Arsenal 2-0. A deflection took it in. That's all 3 points in it for Arsenal. That's all 3 points for Arsenal. Yeah. Saka whips it in. So Saka beats one, whips it in. puts his head down. So he's not even looking. He kind of puts his head down and leans, hits his head and goes in. It's an own goal. It's an own goal. Will Hughes has come on for Eze. So it's Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 0. Ebioe has come on as well. Arsenal could be through again here. Nketiah to Saka. It's a good block, and it's out for a corner for Arsenal. Arsenal have turned it up now. Arsenal have turned it up now. Arsenal singing "We Are Top of the League." Guaita comes out and collects very well. 3 minutes plus added time. Arsenal look like they're going to be getting the first 3 points of the season. Arsenal fans seem really happy. Singing, chanting away. Singing about Michael Arteta right now. I mean, it's hard on Palace. It is hard on Palace. They've had some really good opportunities. Just haven't been clinical enough. That is the issue. They have not been clinical enough. Klein to Ayew. Hughes. Palace want. I wouldn't be surprised if Palace got a goal. We shall see. Ebioe beats 2 players. Tries to flick the ball in. It comes off. So the referee's blew his whistle. So yeah, the ball hit one of the players, hit the referee. He had to do a drop ball. So Palace lost a little bit of momentum there. And Nketiah battling Anderson. It's gone out though. He's managed to go out. It's now throwing. Zahara on the left. We're approaching stoppage time now. There's literally 3 seconds left of normal time. We're going to get into stoppage time. How long's left? 3 minutes of extra time. Arsenal have been amazing. They have honestly been amazing tonight. They've been so structured. It's about the structure. No, they've been really good. Arsenal. They've been closing people down. They've dealt with quite a lot of what Palace has thrown at them this game. It's been put in again. Mateta can't get there. Zaha picks it up. He's got no help though. Ball's played out. Zaha again. Into the midfield. Hughes. Hughes gets the ball. He's still in the box. Tries to put it in. White's there. Ball goes in. Oh, it's well cleared again by Arsenal. By Tierney. But they're still coming. Palace are still coming. Looking for that consolation goal, I think. I think that's what they're looking for now. Oh, that's a bad ball. Had him running back. Ben White boots the ball high and out of play. Arsenal making a substitution. Martin Odegaard coming off. And Lokonga is coming on. 50 seconds left of this game. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 2. Ball played up long towards Hughes. Referee looks at his watch. It's a free kick to Arsenal. I don't know whether they're going to get it or not. 3 minutes is up. 3 minutes is up. And Ben White's come from the back to take it. Wasting a bit of time. And Ketia goes towards Cora, and that's it, full time. Arsenal get the first points on the board. So, Crystal Palace lose at home the first game of the season, 2-0. It finished 2-0 to Arsenal. Gabriel Martinelli scoring, and then the own goal on the 84th minute, which pretty much sealed the victory for Arsenal. I mean, Palace can't feel too hard done by. Arsenal controlled quite a lot of the game. To be fair, they were high pressing. They were very, very good at pressing Palace players quite a lot of the game. They were up there in their faces every time the Palace player had the ball played to him and turned. There was an Arsenal player right there looking for him, especially in the first half. Palace in the second half did very, very well. Kept playing long balls to the right and left hand side, which Arsenal were struggling to deal with, but in the end, they managed to deal with it. Obviously, some missed chances, some really bad missed chances have cost people games, and it's cost Palace games today. It's cost them a game today, 100%. Eze had a good chance to score. Ramsdale managing to save it with his knees. and then clearing up afterwards. And obviously the header by Edouard, well saved as well. But both teams played really well. Very high action. I'm glad that the Premier League is back. I really am. So at the end of the game, the match stats. Palace ended up having 56% possession. Arsenal's 43. 10 shots each, 2 on target each. 6 shots of Palace's were blocked. Passing very similar as well. They were both high. They were both in the 80% success rate. Tackles again 50s. So it was an even game. But obviously it kind of stood out today. Arsenal being the better team today. So, the first points of this new season go to Arsenal. If you were watching the game, you would have heard all the Arsenal fans chanting and singing about being top of the league. It's one game into it. So, yeah. Guys, it's been a long, long day. It's been a very long day. But before I do end the stream tonight, because I will be back tomorrow, I'm going to let you know a little bit of information in regards to tomorrow's schedule. There is a fantasy football league going off on the sister channel, The United Agenda. If you guys want to be part of something like this, if you want to be a part of it, then please go to the Premier League Fantasy, the Fantasy League Premier League, obviously, and use code 1CZLY1. That's 1CZLY1. You'll be joining over 110 people in this league. There is a trophy to compete for. The trophy will be getting engraved and it will be sent out to you as well. And the panelist as well, who finishes at the bottom with the least amount of points, obviously, will be doing a forfeit that is decided by you guys. Yes, you guys in the chat will decide that. It has to be within legal boundaries, obviously. We won't be doing anything illegal. So the rest of the week, guys. Tomorrow I will be back live at 12 p.m. 12, in the afternoon. Looking ahead to Fulham returning to the Premier League. They've got a big game, haven't they? They've got Liverpool. So it'll be an interesting match, I think. I want to see how Liverpool are going to do tomorrow. We all think it should be a bit of a walkover, but I really want to see how Fulham are going to adapt. And then from then, we'll be back live again at 5 o'clock to watch Everton versus Chelsea. So if you're a Chelsea fan, pardon me, or an Everton fan, make sure to tune in and watch that game. That should be an interesting game. Sunday, we will have Man United versus Brighton. Will be live from 1:30, and then we have the kickoff of West Ham versus Manchester City as well on Sunday. So I just want to say thank you all for joining me today. It's been a great game today. Congratulations to Arsenal on getting the first win and the first points of the season. Again, guys, I will be live tomorrow at 12 o'clock for Fulham versus Liverpool, and I hope to see you all then. And until then, have a good night. Enjoy.